Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're brought to you today with StockTelescope.com. Really glad you could join us. Hey, make sure you hit subscribe right now, okay? So you don't miss out on any of our future deep dives. So today, we're digging into the sources we have on Oracle Corporation. That's NYSE, ORCL. And our goal, really, our mission for this session is to kind of unpack what these sources are showing us about where Oracle stands now and, crucially, its future path, particularly the significant shift they seem to be making, becoming a big AI infrastructure player.
It's a really interesting angle the source is present. This core idea that Oracle isn't just, sitting back on its very strong legacy software business. No, the materials really point to a deliberate massive pivot, aiming to be a critical piece of the AI infrastructure puzzle. And this huge Stargate project is right at the center of that. But it's not like they're abandoning the old stuff. They're building this new direction on top of that existing strength.
Okay, let's unpack that pivot. Because the scale mentioned, it's kind of mind-boggling. The sources keep highlighting Stargate. It's framed as a, $500 billion effort over 4 years. What's Oracle's specific part in that, according to what we've read?
Right, so the sources suggest Oracle's committing something like $40 billion of that total, directly. For buying NVIDIA chips, they had specifically mentioned tons of Blackwell GPUs and, building out the data centers needed. They're apparently starting with $100 billion right away for the first sites. One mentioned is in Abilene, Texas. But the key thing here is that it's not just Oracle. The sources position it as a joint venture. You've got major AI names involved, like OpenAI and SoftBank mentioned. That puts Oracle right in the middle of building the actual physical foundation for AI.
So we're not just talking general cloud stuff here. This is really specialized for these heavy-duty AI tasks.
Exactly. That's what the sources emphasize. They talk about Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, OCI, and its specific advantages for AI. They highlight this OCI supercluster tech. Apparently, it can scale up to an incredible 131,000 NVIDIA Blackwell GPUs.
Yeah.
And that's not just a big number for show. It means Oracle's building infrastructure designed to train the really huge, complex AI models, the ones needing immense computing power all clustered together.
Right. And the sources mention RDMA technology too. What is that and why is it important for AI?
RDMA. It stands for Remote Direct Memory Access. Basically, think of it as a super fast lane for all those GPUs in the cluster to talk to each other and grab data straight from memory. It bypasses the slower sort of traditional network routes. And the sources stress this is absolutely vital for making AI training efficient. It cuts down wasted time for those really expensive chips. Potentially that means lower training costs or, faster development for companies using OCI. Yeah. The fact that big AI players like xAI, OpenAI, Cohere are already using Oracle, well, that seems to validate these AI-specific features.
That definitely sounds like a strong pitch on the AI side. But like you said, the sources are also very clear. Their traditional business isn't going anywhere. It's still firing on all cylinders.
Oh, absolutely. That's the engine paying for all this ambition, right? Oracle is still dominant in relational databases. That's critical plumbing for almost every big company. Mm. And their enterprise software, things like Fusion Cloud, ERP, NetSuite, still showing really strong growth. These systems are sticky. They're deeply embedded, hard to switch out, which means stable, predictable, recurring revenue. The sources even talk about an Oracle integration effect. Use their apps, you often stick with their database. It's a powerful ecosystem.
And OCI, their cloud infrastructure business, even though it has a smaller market share overall, the sources say its growth is explosive.
Correct. Yeah, the sources like OCI's reported 52% year-over-year growth in Q4 2025. That's way faster than the market average. And Oracle apparently expects that growth to accelerate over 70% in their fiscal 2026. That's huge growth off their base. The sources chalk this up to not just the AI tech advantages, but also their strategy, offering multi-cloud options, even partnering with giants like Microsoft, having specialized industry solutions, and, competing hard on price performance.
So putting it all together, based on these sources, what's the picture of Oracle that emerges?
Well, it looks like a company smartly using its deep pockets and the relationships built from its core business to make a really aggressive play in the most critical part of the AI boom, the infrastructure. The key takeaways: Oracle isn't just that old database company anymore. The sources really hammer home the massive AI infrastructure investments, Stargate, the partnerships with AI leaders. And crucially, all of this is supported by the ongoing strength and, the reliable cash flow from their core database and enterprise software. That gives them the stability for these big bets.
Right. So understanding Oracle now, based on this material means seeing how a tech titan is adapting, combining that established, solid foundation with a very focused, aggressive push into a critical new market.
Which leaves you with a really interesting question to ponder. With Oracle's unique multi-cloud approach and this intense focus on specialized AI infrastructure, especially through Stargate, can they genuinely disrupt the cloud market leaders, the big hyperscalers? Or is it more about them carving out a really powerful, defensible, and very profitable niche within that booming AI infrastructure world?
Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.